Hey everybody, today what we're going to do is we're going to discuss our R2 floor plan that can be found in our Range Series camper lineup. And without further ado, let's go have a look. As we go through our video, we do want to let you guys know that we do have a special tool on our website called the Build-In Price. And that is very handy to get a feel for what a camper would cost, whether that's within our Range Series, our van builds, or if you'd like to do something in the grid. So be sure to utilize that tool, and I'll leave a link in the description so you guys have quick access to that as well. Now, we'd like to talk a little bit about the Range Series shell. Now, the shell is a fiberglass shell. It is made by SpaceCap, and SpaceCap's been making these for the trades industry for a long time, and they've been proven to work, so that's why we took it and turned it into a camper. Now, what you're gonna notice is on both sides here, you do have inserts for your jacks so that you've got the ability to slide your camper on and off. You're also gonna see on the outside here, you've got a 30 amp shore power plug so that you've got the ability to top up your electrical system before you hit the road. And then you can also plug in at a campground if you wish. Up top, you're gonna find that you've got solar mounted as well, along with a max air fan. Your solar will depend on kind of what electrical system you go off of and what your electrical needs are, but that all gets adjusted when you come to build with us. Now, one of the things that kind of stands out on the Range here is this diesel tank that we have here. Now, most of the time when we build a camper van or we build a truck, we tie directly in to the gas tank or the diesel tank of the vehicle to run your diesel or gas heater. Now, what we've done here is we've provided a solution so that you can still utilize the camper off of the truck and still have access to having diesel or gas, depending on what you would need to run. Now, the diesel runs your cooktop, and it also runs your heating system. And it's connected to a Rotopack so that you've got the ability to remove this, and your line also has a quick disconnect. So if you need to be able to take this and go fill it up somewhere, or you need to use the diesel for something else, you can utilize that. And you also have access to fill it directly well mounted to your door here. Now let's jump in and have a little bit of a look at the R2 floor plan itself. On the R2 floor plan, you're gonna find that you've got a nice, big, large dinette. Now, the neat thing about this is when you look at the R1, that was specifically designed to be really comfortable for two individuals and maybe provide a little bit more cabinetry and storage. So one of the cool things you're gonna notice about the R2 floor plan is that you got the ability to seat a lot more people than you do in the R1, and the ability to sleep a lot more. You can sleep 2 adults up here, you can sleep 2 down here, you can sleep 3 kids up here, you can go 3 down here. So there's a lot of different options. So you have the ability to essentially travel with 4 and have enough room for sleeping 4. But if you've got additional people that are hanging out with you, you've got the ability to seat a few more people while you all hang out and play games or stay out of the rain. Now, one of the cool things about the dinette here is underneath it, we have some additional storage. So right here is where you've got deep cubbies on both sides. And what that allows you to do is actually store some of your bedding down and in there. And then on each of these sides, we've actually got access to be able to attach the camper to your truck as well. So we've got access points here. And then at the back of the build, we've got 2 other access points so that you can securely mount that to your bed. Right to the side here, you're gonna notice that we do have venting right here. This is where your electrical system resides. And we've got an EcoFlow 2 kilowatt hour lithium battery system all built in here. And you've got your panel right there to be able to adjust and monitor and do all of your electrical work. And this panel is easily accessible by lifting the lid up here and your cushion here, and then you've got access to that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our galley right here and discuss some of the features it has. Now, one of the things you're gonna find is that we added some additional storage up top on both sides. So you do have some additional cabinetry to be able to store items up in here. Below that, you're gonna find that we do have your lighting to be able to light up your counter here for cooking and cleaning items. And then right here, you're gonna notice we've got the broad arrow windows, and broad arrow windows are on both sides. And the cool thing about these is that not only is your camper fully insulated, your windows are actually dual paned as well, so they provide some insulation that way as well. Your windows all open up on a hinge style system like this, as opposed to a sliding system. So if you do end up with a horizontal rain or anything like that, you've got the ability to keep your windows open without rain coming into your camper. Now, the broad arrow windows also have a built-in bug screen, so you don't have to worry about the bugs getting in. But the cool thing is when it's time to go to sleep, you've got your blackout curtains right here as well. So you just lift those up and you can kind of really darken everything and get a sleep either during the day, or when you're camping in the summer and the sun comes up at 5 in the morning, you're still good to have a nice dark enclosed space that way. Now, one of the cool things about this particular small camper setup is that we integrated both your heater and your stove into one. So this is the Wallace cooktop, but it's also a Wallace heater. Now this is a diesel based system, so that's what the diesel's for on the outside of the door. And you've got a glass cooktop here that kind of looks like it could be induction, but underneath is where the element is that heats everything up. And then when it's time to either heat your space or you just need to heat your camper, you just lower this down, and then there's a fan on the back end of this that blows and circulates your air this way to be able to heat everything within your camper. And your thermostat for doing all of that is right here. Now, for a lot of people, this might seem kind of foreign and something they're not very familiar with, but this is something that is big within the marine world, and you'll find this in a lot of wide variety of different yachts, and that's how they kind of tend to do their cooking and their heating of the boats. Now, right next to that, you're gonna find that we've got a nice sink right here for being able to wash your items. You've got your water right here with a 12-volt pump built right into your containers down below that we'll show you in a second. Now, right here, you also have some additional drawers for storage on both sides here. And then below this is where you've got access to your fresh and gray water system. So inside here, you've got two 19-liter jugs to be able to utilize as fresh water and gray water. And the beauty of these is the tops just unscrew off so that you can quickly take those in anywhere you need to top up your water and then come back out. So it's a very simple system and it doesn't require a lot of space. So it's nice to keep things really simple and accessible and keep things going that way. Now, we talked about this is where you can kind of do your cooking and washing your dishes. On the other side, right next to the fridge, is where you're gonna find that we do most of our food prep, and we find some more storage. So on this side, you'll notice that we've got some upper storage as well. So a great place to tuck items and hide items. You're also gonna notice we've got an open platform right here, a nice little cubby space, so you can stuff your jackets up here as well when you come into the camper. Right here, you're gonna notice we've got the fridge and then we've got the counter space. So with the fridge right here, we've got a Vitro-Frigo fridge. This is what it looks like on the inside here, where we got some adjustable shelving there, along with a freezer here that does come with an ice tray. But the nice thing is with the setup that we have here, where we've got kind of cooking and cleaning back this way, you've got the ability to pull things out and do your food prep this direction here. So food prep happens on this side, and then your cooking, cleaning happens on this side. So it's a way to kind of maximize being able to work in the space and have a little wider variety of counter space to work from. Now, right here, you're gonna find that you've got some additional drawers. These all have the nice slide and soft close glides there. And then everything that you'll see here, all on our top, our lower cabinetry, everything, you'll notice they've got a nice little push button right here, so that then creates a handle for you. But what it also does is that when you push this close, it locks everything in place. So when it's time to take off, you don't ever have to worry about any of this opening up while you're driving and worry about your stuff falling out or cupboards being broken or anything like that. So slick to be able to exit the vehicle or the camper and just do a quick look and make sure that all of those knobs are flat, and that's just a quick item you guys can do to make sure everything's good to go before you drive. Now, right below here, we've got some additional shelving for storing items, and down in here you actually end up with access to be able to get access to your other points down here for securing the camper to the truck. So those are available on this side and on this back side here. And then this cabinet here is where the client has the ability to store a wide variety of different toilets. So whether that's a porta potty or a different type that they'd like to use, that can be stashed in here. If you choose not to bring a toilet with you, you've got the ability to use that as additional storage and space for other items. Below the fridge, you do have one additional drawer under here where you can store a few other food items, some of your dry goods, things like that. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice is that we do have lighting going all the way throughout. And then right here is where you've got access to be able to turn your lighting on and off. Now, the cool thing about both these sides here is you've got a few other additional features we'd like to talk about right over here. So one of the things I want to make reference, just so you guys have a better idea, like I'm 5'10", and you've got about 6 feet worth of headroom here. You might be able to stretch 6'1", 6'2", depending on how tall you are. Anybody taller than that, you're gonna have to do a little bending. And right now I'm bending just because of our bug screen. So one of the options you do have with all of the, actually all of our campers, is you do have the ability to go with a bug screen over your door so that you can have your doors wide open and enjoy the breeze or the views. So you do have that here. We've got a custom roll-off screen that is available for anybody that wants one. On the side here, you've got 2 doors that do open up. You've also got a nice handle here for getting in and out of your camper. We do recommend, depending on what type of truck you have, just getting one of the hitch steps to be able to aid in getting in and out as well. But if you're going to be running a trailer and you've got a neck you can stand on, you can utilize that as a step as well. So up here you've got a exterior light. Whoops, wrong one. We've got the exterior light right here, so you can light everything up that way. You can shut that off, and then you've got your interior lights accessible here as well. So getting into the camper, you can turn those on. Now, all of our lights are on a dimmer system, so you just hold your finger against it, and then you can dim that down to whatever setting you want. So if it's too bright and you just need a softer light, you have the ability to do that. Right here, you're gonna notice that we've got 2 additional cubbies where we are maximizing a little bit more space for you guys. They're not large cubbies, but they do allow you additional access to just be able to store some of the quick access items that you don't wanna jump all the way into your vehicle for, or your camper for. The other thing that I wanna note is that when these doors are closed, you've got access to open this door from the inside and this door here from the inside. You've got handles on both of those, and they do come with a lock, so you can lock the door from the inside so you know you're safe and secure from there. Now, the cool thing about that as well is that you may be in your truck and can't remember whether you did lock the camper or not. It does come with a key fob, so you do have the ability to just lock that from your camper and know that everything's safe and secure without running out to double check everything. But you do also have a manual key here too, so you can lock things that way just in case this malfunctions or you just choose not to use this. Well, thanks for watching the R2 floor plan walkthrough. We hope that was helpful for you guys, and I hope it gave you guys a good idea of what the space is like on the inside. We know from the outside they can look kind of like small units, but once you get in there, you'll realize that there's actually quite a bit of room, and we kind of maximize that in kind of a unique way that makes it really usable for a camper. Now, if you'd like to learn more about this particular floor plan, we'll have a direct link in the description, along with an option to learn more about the R1 floor plan if you'd like to see what that looks like. And if you'd like to learn more about any of our builds, feel free to check out our website. And again, we do have that option to do our build-in price so that you guys can really get an idea of what the price point will be based on options that you want. And we know that can fluctuate on time, so depending on when you guys see this video, they may change a little bit, but the build-in price will be our most up-to-date pricing available. Again, thanks for watching. We appreciate all your guys' support, and we'll see you guys on the next walkthrough.